Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today we have a nostalgia-fueled one-prizer deck in the form of Ethan's Typhlosion. Now, even though I was raised on Generation 1, Gold and Silver, and especially the Typhlosion line have a special place in my heart, so I have been very excited about this deck since it was announced, and, right now in the format, it's doing just okay. Let's be very upfront with that. I think it's kind of in the B tier. It's not seeing crazy results just yet, but in black and white, there is a new tool card, Brave Bengal, that allows non-rule box Pokemon to do 30 extra damage to Pokemon EX. So it's going to help the deck out quite a bit. So we can start playing around with it now, kind of get ahead of the curve, because this deck's got a good bit of interesting sequencing that you're going to kind of need to become familiar with, because we are using Bonded by the Journey to pull Ethan's adventure cards out of our deck to then either use them or get them in the discard in order to power up Typhlosion's Buddy Blast, which does 40 base damage and 60 more damage for each Ethan's adventure card in our discard pile. So that hits for a whopping total of 280. This is the deck list that I've been rocking with lately. It's got the Drakloak engine, kind of just keeping it pure one prizer friendly. So we don't even have a Pheasantipity. I don't want any two prizer liabilities on the board at all. I want our opponent to be forced to take 6 knockouts into us. We do have a copy of Budew, which does feel a little counterintuitive with the Evo, but there are games where you're going to want to prioritize Evo, and there are games where having that Budew, even in mid to late game, just to stall things out a little bit longer as we get our Typhlosions online, feels really good. So I kind of really have been enjoying having both. This deck list is kind of, it's inspired by Azul with the Sacred Ash and the 7 energy count. I really like that, as well as the Picnic Basket. All of those elements I think are really good. Just kind of added in, like I said, the Budew. I like having a rare candy. It gives us a bit more potential in case we need an emergency Typhlosion in the mid game, mid or late. That feels really good. I typically don't go for a rare candy play early. I like to kind of save it as that quick catch-up mechanic in case we need it. And I do like Azul's inclusion of Kieran as well, although it hasn't come up super frequent, but when it does come up, it feels pretty good. Other things you could cut. You could cut the Budew if you want, cut the Kieran for maybe like an extra Iono, although having just the one feels okay. I like the 2 research as a way to get Ethan's adventure into the discard pile more aggressively if we need to. Having one boss can kind of feel, if you get ahead and you want to close games out a bit more quickly, having one kind of stinks, but that's not going to come up super often. Most games you'll be playing a little bit from behind, so the 2 counter catcher does feel pretty good pretty often. We are still dealing with Dragapult quite a bit these days. So right now we've got our Maximum Belt to help hit 330. Which deals with Charizard, deals with Dragapult, deals with Gardevoir, and is pretty reliable for that. But you're likely only going to get 1 attack off with Max Belt. So we also have a Gravity Mountain to bring Dragapults down to 290 health. And then we have a Victini to add 10 damage to our Typhlosion. So now we can hit again for 290 and take another knockout. Now, one of the reasons this deck is kind of struggling a bit is because it's very susceptible to late game hand disruption, especially against those Dragapult decks, which we will actually see that come up in one of our games today. But we do have a Drakloak draw engine that we can hopefully get established so that when we do get disrupted down to 3-2 or even 1 card, we can recon directive and hopefully find the pieces that we need to close out games. But it can be kind of a struggle to get that Drakloak engine going while simultaneously getting up to our stage 2 Pokemon. When everything works, it works really, really well. This deck feels like an oiled machine. And then when things are struggling, it doesn't feel quite so great. But I think with time and with proper practice, you can really master the sequencing of this deck, and you can minimize the amount of games where things sort of fall apart on you. It just might have a bit of a learning curve to start out. So you will need some patience as you are learning this deck. but I think it is very, very fun. It is awesome to have a powerful one prizer deck. This feels great into other aggro decks like Raging Bolt, Golden Go, those sort of things. It's just struggling a little bit right now against spread decks like Gardevoir, Marnies, and Dragapult. So that's where we are at with things. I will stop yapping. My name is Jared. I'll be your gameplay nurse today. All right, we got the big Ethan's big deck. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Ultra Ball, research, blah, 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 blah. Okay. We can afford to lose an energy. I have no idea what the heck they're running, but I'm gonna guess we can get by without a Kieran as well. Just grab a Cyndaquil and then kind of call it from there. No big deal. Get an energy attached and pass turn. Bummer going first. Typically want to be going second with this deck. But, you know, either way, it's fine. Hopefully we'll be able to get into a Quilava coming into this turn. Part of me wants to gamble the research. We'll see. Okay, the Conkeldurr one prizer deck. Bummer to have started your Ursaluna, brother. I'm sure they got some kind of switch or something. Oh, thank you, thank you. We'll take an Iono. Sure they got some kind of switch or something going on. There's our Quilava. Very nice. And an Ethan's Adventure. Wow. Some good art. You know, might not be a good deck, but it's got some good art. Just kind of curious to see how they're going to get out of Ursaluna here. Hot Air Balloon. Not in the game yet. That card is going to change a lot of things. Expect to see that bad boy popping up in a lot more decks, because right now one of the biggest reasons to not play it is you don't want it stuck in the active. But with Hot Air Balloon, that's not even going to matter. Alright, first deck search. We are prized in Ethan's. Keep that in mind. Although, shouldn't matter too much this game. Prized in Ethan's is not always a death sentence. Obviously, we have exchange ticket. But if it's a deck where you don't need to hit for 280 plus, then you can just kind of not even worry about it. Okay, we'll grab us an Ethan's. Redeem ticket, not exchange ticket. How do we want to play this? I think we'll just play the Ethan's. No rush, right? We got our energy, so we'll just grab one of each. Could have grabbed double Quilava there. Argument made for that. Well, let's just get this in here. Hopefully we don't get Iono'd again, but if we do, we can just bond for another Ethan's. See what they got going down. So this is kind of why Budew is in the deck. Even though we are a TM Evo build, there are cases where Budew still does make a bit of sense. And they draw pass. So let's see. Let's just grab both of these here. Thank you. And evolve. And then let's see. So here's kind of the dilemma. I only have one more Quilava in the deck. Let's see. We researched. We got 3. We're hitting for, how much is it? 60, 180, 220. So we're not quite getting the knockout anyways. So let's just play one more Ethan's Adventure. We can, oh, we don't have any more. Okay. That's alright. That's okay. We can kind of slow play it, just a scotch. And then let's play the Redeemable Ticket now. Let's get that last one out of our deck. How miserable is that? Now we've got... So we should have sequenced that a little bit different. Well, yeah, we should have used the Redeemable Ticket, then gotten the Cyndaquils out of our deck. I thought I still had one in there, but I was mistaken. Did not prize our max belt or nothing, so that's good. Okay. And let's just get itchy again. See if we can't eke another draw pass out of them. So sequencing is really important in this deck. You can see I haven't quite locked in on it completely yet. So that's why it's a good time to kind of be practicing now, especially because this deck should get better next format with Brave Bengal coming out. So you get the reps in now, you'll be ahead of the curve for black and white when this deck's really going to pop off. Perfect. Let's get that into play. Get you pop in here, and then get an energy on you. Let's hit the research, get all of those Ethans in the discard pile. Beautiful, love it. We could ult Buddy-Buddy for a couple Dreepies now. Okay, how many Drakloaks do we have left? 2. Perfect. And looking good, looking good. Let's just go ahead and help a friend out. We'll take a knockout here. See if we can't get them playing the game a little bit. Okay, not too bad. Obviously, if you want to take things a bit more competitively, you will reprise check after using a redeemable ticket, but we won't stress about that today. Just take things as they are. So what is this? You draw something. You can only use this card. Look at the top 8 and put 3 of them into your hand. That's pretty strong. Hopefully they'll be able to get an attacker going with that. Get ourselves a match. We're not going to need Picnic Basket this game, and we're not going to need Evo anymore. We can Ultra Ball those away for a Drakloak. Probably get rid of Artazon as well. Don't need to give that over to them. And, we just got the one boss, so likely we will have to... Oh, we're not going to be Ultra Balling because we're probably going to be itchy. What do they stretch her for? But the bear, they want him back that bad? Well, maybe they'll be able to attack. All energy cost. Okay, oh yeah, they need a way to poison. Where's their poison package? Hello? Am I tweaking? Okay. I hope it's not just a... Okay, itchy pass. Bummer, bro. Oh, we'll see if we draw an energy. Might not. Definitely didn't. We are item locked, so what's it called? It's not going to help us. Could Arven for max belt, just to thin it out of the deck. Yeah, we'll just get a little deck thin and going. Not going to need all these Arvens anyways. We did prize an Ash. So that's a bit of a bum. Let's just play this. Well, we'll hold it. We might get Iono'd, but that's okay. Not stressing too hard about thinning out just yet. We'll let them get away with a few turns. Should still have quite a bit of energy in the deck. Okay, okay. Starting to see a little bit of play here. Ooh, the mochi on the bear. Okay, here is Gang. Very nice. We'll take an energy now, please. Thank you. Alright, they got the poison package set up. Very cool. Are they going to swing on us? Are they going to... Oh, no. We're getting Budew knocked. Maybe we'll draw into boss. I'm going to promote our Budew because it's going to be very funny if we don't draw into boss to just item lock him back. Honestly, that might be the way. That might be the way, no matter what here. We'll just get another Cyndaquil. Whatever. We could have saved the space for a Dreepy. But I'm not stressing too hard. Alright. Let's do the funny thing. I mean, this is just the right play, honestly. Even with the boss, this would probably still be the right play. Take another knockout, deny them Pheasantipity. Keep them item locked. Feeling pretty okay about that one. Okay, so now they're going to be hitting for 250, which is fine, because we only have one prizers, so we're not too worried about them goofing up the prize trade. Biggest strength of this deck is that it is a one prizer deck, but we are also a one prizer deck, so we kind of take that strength away from them. Because them swinging with a one prizer onto my one prizers, especially with us a bit far ahead in the trade, is not gonna be griefing me out too bad. Okay, let's see. I think I've got, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure. Got some Quilavas hanging out in the discard. Get them back. Yeah, we'll grab a Dreepy too, why not? And let's go ahead and just grab some energy. That attached here. And let's Ultra Ball up. Not gonna need a Victini this game. Grab a Drakloak. Or do we want a Quilava? No, we still have 2 Typhlosion, so Drakloak's better. I think I threw away our rare candy though, I'm pretty sure. Yes. We will have to be mindful of that. And let's just get another Dreepy going. Okay, I think I want to Arven or another Ultra Ball. Oh, never mind. Don't got one. Yeah, we're good then. Okay. Just Booty Blast, a Cronklegronk. And then I guess they're going to be just swinging with the bear from here on out. Like, they don't got another attacker ready to go. Yeah, there he is. Big man, BMOC. But, all that's left is the crying, really. Be able to knock out that bear with our Typhlosion. They could Iono stall. You know, that's still in the play. Still a play. Potential play. But, we got Drakloak online. It's not looking great. It is not looking great. And this is kind of the reason why I really like the Drakloak engine and not even having Pheasantipity, just pure one prizers. Not as strong as Pidgeot or having a Fez in terms of just like our raw power, but it really prevents any kind of like comeback shenanigans on their end of things. So I think, to be honest, I think that trade-off is a bit worth it. There's the Iono. We're gonna get a counter catcher stall to go with it. And we got the energy. We got the energy. So having just literally no true prizers available feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Let's go next. All right, based on discard and mulligan that happened, it looks like we are definitely playing it's a Dragapult deck. So let's see if we can't just get set up a bit here. Did we get an energy? No. But we can Arven for hopefully our Earthen Vessel. There, and a TM Evo. Perfect. Prized 1 energy, not a big deal. Let's just see what else. Got our Max Belt. Got our ticket. Got all our Ethans. Very cool. Boss. Shamalamadinga, not going to matter in this one, but we got him. He's here. And let's just grab... I don't think I want 3 Dreepies, actually. No. We will need a Victini eventually, but I don't want him chilling on the bench just now. So we're good with this. The reason I don't want him chilling on the bench is because a smart Dragapult player will know that Victini can't evolve, so it's kind of just a safe space to squirrel away like 10 damage and then take that knockout whenever you feel like it, because that is likely not changing. Although a very smart Dragapult player will know that we play Picnic Basket. At least a lot of Ethan's lists do. So there's that to consider as well. But we'd rather just not give them the opportunity. It's pretty easy to get a Victini out later if we so choose. Let's Evo here. We need to do 1 Dreepy, 1 Cyndaquil. Just based on what's in our hand. And call it a day. The current matchup between Ethan's Typhlosion and Dragapult is a little bit iffy for Ethan's. You kind of have to have a pretty rock solid start, because if you fall too far behind, there's just no climbing back at that point. Which, you know, thankfully we're doing okay. We got good, what do you call it? TM Evo going there. And, you know, if we keep this hand... Oh, we do keep this hand because they just used Arven. So we're going to have pretty much a perfect Professor's Research depending on our top deck. So, you know, we're not doing too bad in terms of keeping up. We'll take it. Does... Quilava just has a 1 retreat cost. Typhlosion has 2. Okay. Keep that in mind. Not going to care too much about getting itchy here. And we can just kind of burn. Burn, baby, burn. Let's see, what do you have for an attack? Combustion for 40. Love it. Okay. Let's just grab 2 more Ethans out, because we're not really going to need them too much at this point. So we might as well just get them in the discard. Get ready for that. Being hitting 280, hopefully 320 as soon as possible. And evolve here. And attach as well, and then boom, beautiful research. And I mean, kind of what it's a good hand for next turn. It's a good hand for next turn. We'll take it. Oh, did I forget to recon? Whoops. I was too excited about how good that hand was. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I'm Drakapult main. I should know better, but what can you do? Let's see what they got going on. I wonder if they're... No, never mind. I'm being silly. I think they're just straight Pult. Hard to tell. I think the mulligan did not reveal very much. Let's see though. Yeah, not a lot of helpful info. With the rare candies, make you think it's Charizard Dragapult? Well, I guess we'll find out right here. There he is. Yep, I was right. Charizard Dragapult. Which is not a problem, because we can hit for 330 with the max belt, so we might just have to hang on to that for Charizard and use Victini Gravity Mountain, hopefully, to take care of the Dragapult. But we can also boss up a Serendipity here and smack attack that as well to get this party started. Don't hate that idea. Interesting. Yeah, I think we'll definitely go for that. No point in chasing either one of these Drakloaks. Okay, look at that top deck. Freaking gorgeous. Okay. Let's actually recon directive this time. It wasn't glowing. That's why. It's not my fault. It should have been glowing. Broken game. And yeah, we're hitting for 220. Feels good. It's just Buddy Blast, baby. Coolio. Alright. So chances are good. They are getting into a Dragapult this turn. Chances are also probably pretty good that we're getting Iono'd. So that's gonna stink. We got the one Drakloak set up. But we'll have to recover just a touch. Oh, they got the stamp. I mean, 3 cards, 2 cards, you know, either way. Ultra Ball's amazing though, because we can Bonded by the Journey, grab our other Ethans, throw it away. Maybe we'll top deck a Gravity Mountain. I don't know. Still need the Victini as well. Guess I should have benched that when I had the chance. Oh, hey, look, Pheasantipity. They must know that we only run one boss. Oh, okay. That's not a good sign for them. Alright, got the Ultra Ball again. Happy with that. There he is. There's our guy. We could even, like, Arven's. I don't know what for. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, buddy. Let's see. Oh, okay. That could become a Victini, possibly. Let's bond it first. Grab our Ethans. We do have Gravity Mountain in here, I'm hoping. Nope. Definitely prize that. Okay, so that being true, we will just, max belt right here then. But let's Ultra Ball, get rid of these two, and grab. I kind of want. I should have recon first, but I'm feeling like getting a Typhlosion, and then getting a rare candy to Typhlosion here, just as like a quick backup. And I do think I like that idea. The recon's not glowing, man. This isn't my fault. I'm not missequencing here. The game's screwing me. Okay. Just kidding. I should know better. Let's get candy and belt. Other consideration there would have been a Drakloak. But it would just be the one recon. We're obviously losing that one here, potentially. Let's buddy. I don't hate the Victini. Just because we might grab Gravity Mountain off the prizes here, and then it could come into play. Okay, let's take out a Dragapult. There it is. Now, can they get another Dragapult going? It's kind of a big question. Got the Flippa. We're going to have no Gust options available the rest of the game, because Counter Catcher will not be coming live. But we have enough prize cards to work with that if we need to two-shot something, we can. What was I trying to say? Oh, and Charizard Dragapult typically doesn't run Turo, so we're not super afraid of that. They do have the free retreat, so if we hit this Dragapult, they could retreat into Charizard. Oh man, they had it like that? I was really hoping we'd dodge that Iono. It is unfortunate. This could get hairy now. I was really hoping that with the amount... I guess I only used one. For some reason I thought they had used two already. Maybe it's because of the unfair stamp. Probably that. What do? You take the Dreepy here, set up the Drakloak, set up the Victini. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, how much energy? We have 2 in here. Probably a bigger chance. Let's see, hang on. Let's do some quick math. 5 energy left in the deck. Probably a higher chance that we draw into an energy than there is drawing into a Typhlosion. So let's push the Typhlosion. Okay, come on, Recon. There we go. Probably should have shuffled the deck there with an illegal bonded. Oh, that's okay. Just FYI, because the discard is public information, meaning your opponent knows always what's in your discard. If there are 4 Ethans in the discard in person play, you're not allowed to use bonded because we know that there are no Ethan's Adventure left in the deck. Even though the deck's private information, the public information tells us that. So don't be using bonded to deck check. If you have 4 Ethans in the discard, that is technically not kosher. Alright, let's get this guy going. Then we'll do a sad Buddy Blast. Very sad. Only we had that Gravity Mountain still. This could be problematic. We might not be able to close this game out. It's not looking good. I don't have a backup attacker. And yeah, this is kind of showcasing why Ethan's Typhlosion is not as strong as some of the more meta decks right now. Just because it is very susceptible to Ionos, very susceptible to just running out of attackers in the late game, especially if you just continuously get hand disrupted like we did. So this is kind of what's holding the deck back currently. We'll just keep this in as like a, yeah, let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade. This is why the deck is kind of not doing so hot. But on the games where this sort of thing doesn't happen, it feels really good. You can really rip through some games. But nah, not this one. We did not rip through this one, unfortunately. So we'll just go ahead and concede here. Good game, sir. And let's play one more. Let's play one more. Okay, I did not win the coin flip. Nothing to do on turn 1, so let's just pass. Got the Ogre Pawn, so Raging Bolt, maybe. Maybe the Toad Skrilly deck. That would be a pretty good matchup for us. But we'll see. Let's see. Of course, I've been... whenever I play Dragapult, I run into nothing but Crustle decks. Now that I'm on Ethan's, Not hitting a single one. So that's just the way life goes, baby. Got the teal dance. Are we gonna see? Okay, another Ogerpon. Is this only grass energy? Double grass? Double grass? I'm throwing away a Mew. Still could be either one. Double grass? Leaning toward Toad Scroll. But could still be Raging Bolt. We're not locked in on anything yet. Let's see if they bench anyone else. Any Skrillies? Crispy. Okay, so probably not Toad Scroll then. Definitely looking Raging Bolt-esque. There we go. That is kind of crazy cracked. Okay. Taking out my only Cyndaquil. Unforge. We got Crispied. You hate to see it. Okay, hopefully we get some kind of energy here. Love it. Let's get this going. Get us an old recon. We'll take the take the Budew. We're gonna be grabbing us a Quilava from the Evo anyways. We had 4 in the deck, but you never know. Prize Max Belt. Shouldn't need it this game though, so that's fine. Oh, Ethan's. Prized 1 Ethan's, so we'll be hitting for 220. So maybe we do... Oh, Max Belt's here. Oh, because Arven. Duh. Because Arven. Okay. Get this crack-a-lackin'. Say goodbye to Drakloak. Say hello to Quilavas. Although, if they attack with Myriad again, they're just leaving their Ogerpon out to die. Dry. Excuse me. So might not be their most favorite play. I think if they could find a way to hit with Slitherwing here, that would be much stronger for them, but nope. That's not happening. Just leafing again. Just a bit of leafing. So we'll get back in the 2 prizes right here. Not too mad about that. Because yeah, let's see. Let's get bonded going. I think we'll be hitting for enough. Right? Let's see. So we'll be hitting. Oh, we might be 1 short. Shoot. Oh, we should have saved this. I should have. Yeah, we should have saved this and then Iono'd. Oh wait, I couldn't because I need to use one. Duh. I guess I could have Iono'd there. And I should have Sacred Dashed first too. We're straight trolling. That stinks. Okay. Should have Iono'd first, then use Bonded. We could have evolved to Typhlosion. Hold on, watch my brain break in real time. We could have evolved to Typhlosion, then Iono'd. Use Bonded down there, but then that's still only 1 Ethan's in the discard pile. I don't think there was a way to sequence that to get 2 Ethan's in the discard pile, not with the hand that we had. Judge! I think we were pretty SOL either way. How do we get the Budew back? After all that, we still end up with the Budew. Latios. Weird. Okay. Got the Bolt. Bolt's here. Okay. So this could be better. We're gonna be hitting for 180. Plus belt is 230, so we're still gonna be whiffing. Unless we Arven for... I got the fire at least. Arven for an Ultra Ball. And then get... We still need Sacred Ash. We had no more Quilava in the deck. Or Cyndaquils. We're not gonna have an attack. We're not gonna have anything for next turn. It's crazy work. We got Budew. We got the Dingus. Either that or we could have like Arven for counter catcher and then hit with the Dingus instead. Which honestly probably would have been a pretty good play now that we're talking about things. Would be real cool to have another Cyndaquil here. We'll just stall out with Budew for a little bit. Alright, we got our last Ethans. Not that we need it now. Well, kinda. Might just have to research though. What we really need is the old Sacred Ash. That would be pretty sweet. That's okay. We're gonna counter catcher that Ogerpon. Oh, don't. Okay. I was anticipating the jamming tower play. But we're going to counter catcher the Ogerpon. And we're going to hit it with Budew. And then we'll just get back in the game from there. It's no problem. This is why we got rare candy. It's not a big deal. It is going to be a-okay, folks. No stressing over here. Took you that long to think of a teal dance? They gotta set up a one price attacker at this point. But did they? Crispy. Okay. We doing this one? Do I have Ultra Ball for Shaymin? Or what do we... Oh, we're just gonna hit with Ogerpon again? Okay, I guess I don't need counter catcher at least. No jamming tower plays. Oh wait, no, Ogerpon's in the active. They loaded him up. They wouldn't jamming tower him. Hoot hoot. Okay, they're down to 2. We're down to 2. But we really need Cyndaquil. Okay, that's a start. I'm trying to see. I don't care if they discard any of this stuff. Let's just Artazon here. You're at a Noctowl, probably Slither. And that's it. That's my guess. Okay. And then let's research. Hopefully we get a Sacred Ash. Beautiful. And a Buddy-Buddy. You'll love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're cooking. Double quill. Good to go here. I think we have, yeah, 4. Just in case they get crazy. Let's Artazon. Just grab a Dreepy. And boom, take 2 prize cards with Budew. Thanks. Rare candy, please. Although I don't think that's prized. I'll take a Drakloak. They use their Judge. I think I don't think they'll have an Iono. I think it's just Judge usually. Excuse me. Artazon for Hoot. What do they do here? I think they just have to knock Budew. I mean, they'll probably be able to get a Bellowing Thunder off. Like, that shouldn't be an issue. How much fighting is in? They can't item for it, so maybe not. If we whiff Candy here, we can stall out for another turn with Itchy Pollen. If they had a fighting in hand, you think they would have played it before the Noctowl. But I mean, you know, they could just be making us sweat. Not unheard of. That's okay. We don't need our Artazon anymore. We gonna bursty? No, they wouldn't burst away a Night Stretcher, would they? Just a pass. Rare candy. Okay. I don't think we're gonna hit the Typhlosion and the rare candy here. I could be wrong. Ultra Ball. Take it. Let's just get a Quilava and another Quilava, please. Or do we get... Ooh, do we Typhlosion for next turn? Or do we Drakloak for this turn? There's a pretty good chance... They could Prime Catcher. No, they're itchy. They could boss. I don't think they used a boss. Yeah, they could boss up the Quilava. We don't have another Ultra Ball. You know what? Let's be greedy. We deserve it. They do have Noctowl though, potentially. Yeah, because if they boss up the Quilava, we'll just get the I can't boss it up now. Okay, we're chilling, we're big chilling. They're not gonna have enough energy to snipe. That's only 90. And we have a Shaymin. So we're good there. But now we are going to need a counter catcher. That's unfortunate. We should have both the counter catcher and boss in deck still. Okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We're just going to hit it. Okay. Here we go. Counter catcher on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. And counter catcher. 1, 2. Okay, we're not out of this yet. Good. They're down to 1 prize card, so none of this matters. Counter catcher coming up. There it is. And the two counter catchers and the boss. Not even a problem. 560 Buddy Blast coming at ya. Good game, sir.